Hello, it's me, Zienzo, whatever you want to call me, and today I'm going to be doing one character, one song. I've seen people doing character dynamics from songs and drawing characters from multiple songs, just not one song, one character, so I'm doing that today. The song that I picked out for today is Two-Face by Jake Daniels. Funny thing about this song, there are three versions of the same song. A dark version, the original, and the remix. All of the songs have the same lyrics, and they both sound like chill villain songs. It's just different melodies. The dark version melody sounds like someone's getting possessed. The original melody sounds like spooky circus music, and then the remix sounds like a mix of music box and ballroom music. The character design was based off of the dark version a lot more rather than the other two, just because the original version I didn't find out until later afterwards, and then the remix obviously came out way later than the character design, so that happened. Back to the character, I had to find out the aesthetic of the character. So I had Death and Theater Kid to work with, which wasn't a solid aesthetic to grab clothing from. But I did find a spine. The spine helped me find the aesthetic or era or whatever. I wanted the spine to look some kind of tie, and the only spine tie I could find was from the Victorian era. The clothing was going to be in the Victorian era. The Victorian era also makes sense not only for the type of clothing I wanted this character to have, but it also fits with how they thought about death too. Ha 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 ha. Everybody in that era treated death as morbid and sad, but in public, by themselves. Some Victorians loved death so much that they turned it into an obsession. Some Victorians were aware that they had a deathy obsession. One of the things that they would do to have spirits move on to the afterlife when someone in the family is going to die soon was to cover up all the mirrors in the house and stop the clocks in the house as well. When it came to death, the only fear that they would have is that nobody would mourn them. So there are some Victorian facts about death, how they treated death and yada yada. Again, back to the character design. I wanted the body proportions to look like a coffin. Chest would be broader, where the legs were just skinnier. I had a tough time making the ruffles on the sleeve look like ruffles. Tried doing it the easier way, but that didn't work out. It didn't look like ruffles. And the ruffles reminded me of one of those skirt drawings, the very detailed ones that I would always see. I also had to draw a shoe that wasn't a boot, and it still looked like a Victorian shoe. I also found out that a lot of men had canes in the Victorian era, so I put a finger on the cane, cause death. The line art wasn't bad this time. I wanted to do blocky hands because I was too lazy to do actual hands. I liked it. The thing that I had to determine was what was the character hair was going to be, because I completely forgot all about the hair. So I had to determine what hair was this person going to have. So I decided to do curly hair just because. I think it was because of the ruffles, but I don't know how that connects with curly hair. The male outfits in the Victorian era had more solid colors with the outfits. The only place where they would have more colors was at the top, but that was just more layering solid color shorts. Most of the time it was just layering two shorts, but still multicolored shorts. So for the character design, what happened was there was way too much white and grays around the top because of the undershirt and the skeleton tie. They're both gray, and when I started coloring it and all that stuff, I had a hard time differentiating between the two. So I added some red into the tie so there isn't going to be so much grays and whites on top of each other. The shoes weren't that interesting by itself. The only thing that made it look strange or unique was just the shoelace placement. And I also put the eye color for this character design as in between of just pink, purple, and magenta. I don't know what's the difference, but it's one of those three colors because of the possession, okay? When we're talking about the backgrounds, I didn't know what I was doing with it. not at all whatsoever. I just grabbed green because it looked nice, did something with it, and then it ended up looking like a stage with lighting, and it kind of reminded me of stand-up comedy stages and the lighting and whatever. Anyway, I hope you like my character design, and if you do not, I don't really care. Either way, I hope you have a good day. Bye!